Greetings, Malifaux fans. This is Crazy Carl from Weird Forums, back with another Malifaux video battle report. I apologize, it's been probably about a week and a half or so since I posted a video, and yeah, that's just been me being kind of lazy. It's just been all over the place. But I'm back, and I've got a pair of games for you guys today. The first one's going to be this one, which was me. They're both against Chris, aka Twisted Metal on the Weird Forums, who is one of my more regular opponents. Our Malifaux community's kind of shrunk a little bit. We've lost a few players to not really even other game systems, just kind of life. I've had one get deployed, one go off to another state, and other people have been busy with work and stuff like that. So it's just real life catching up with people. But anyway, we're still around and we're still playing. So we flipped shared contained power for our scheme or for our strategy, and Chris decided to bring out Mei Feng because he's been playing a lot of Arcanist lately. And Mei Feng's pretty good at killing things. So he brought along Mei Feng with 8 Soulstones. He attached the Emberling. He has a Rail Golem, a large Steampunk Arachnid, a Gunsmith, and then 2 Metal Gammon. So pretty strong crew. I don't know if I like the double Metal Gammon. I think he had one protecting Mei Feng and then the other one protecting the Rail Golem, which seems fine, but I'm not sure if 2 are what you want. I mean, I don't really know exactly how you'd build the crew. I won't know that until next month when I finally get them. I can't wait. I'm pretty jealous, but it seemed like a solid crew, and it certainly it did its thing, but we'll talk about that a bit. So I brought along aMcMourning because I think aMcMourning's just amazing at killing things. So I brought along aMcMourning with his avatar. I had 8 Soulstone Cache. I attached a Zombie Chihuahua to him. I brought along the Nurse and Sue, as you can see there. I also brought Molly with a Necrotic Machine attached, a Rotten Bell, and a Canine Remains, which, as I said, left me with 8 Soulstones. Chris had Hidden Holdout and Sabotage on the small hill in the center of the board that you saw earlier. I had Kill Protege on the Rail Golem, and then 2 points, or two the 2 point scheme. That one's a keeper from aMcMourning because I figured I'd already be going at Mei Feng, so I figured if I can get a dissection off on the Emberling, then that's going to be pretty easy 2 points to get. And it can be difficult, it can be hard. It goes either way. I dropped the Necrotic Machine up on that little hill there, as you can see, just because I felt it would give me a lot of line of sight options, and I could just kind of run it out and kill things if I needed to. So the first turn was basically me reactivating Sue, having Sue cut himself to draw some cards, and I realized, which I didn't know before, is you can only use his hurt ability once per turn. So even if you reactivate him, you don't get to do it twice and draw a bunch of cards, which is sad. But what are you gonna do? aMcMourning cut up the Zombie Chihuahua, and then Scalpel Slinging up to the Cannon Remains, and then I think he walked over and healed up Sue because Sue had beat himself down. And I left the Nurse kind of off to the side, planning on walking her over, and if I needed to reactivate one of the 2 of them, I could do that. I didn't want to go for a turn 2 reactivate on aMcMourning, which I've done in the past, especially when I first got his avatar, because it's certainly possible to manifest him on turn 2. What you do is reactivate, you give aMcMourning reactivate, and then usually you want to dose him up with the stimulant to give him +4 CB and then +2 walk, +2 charge. And with Molly, you can go up to walk 10, which is pretty darn fast. And you're usually going to be able to get to where you need to go to kill things. And by getting all of your manifest requirements, you can manifest as a 2 action. So that's not impossible, but it can be pretty hard to do, especially if you're going up against a master, which is not a good idea, but you want to do that if you're going to go up there, but that's just how it is. For Chris's part, he just pretty much advanced up his crew. He didn't do a whole lot. The Rail Golem got 2 of the burning counters, which it got for taking a double walk action. And Mei Feng I think she just walked up. I don't think she even bothered rail walkering, which she didn't really need to do. And she tossed up Vent Steam. And this is something I realized was going to be a problem. A lot of the models in Chris's crew had Vent Steam, and that's bad for aMcMourning because A, he can't charge, which isn't something he does a lot anyway, but more importantly, it means he can't Scalpel Slinging onto stuff. And that's one of aMcMourning's main lines of offense is Scalpel Slinging onto something, Soul Stoning to make sure you hit, and then swinging into base contact and just cutting up whatever it is. So that certainly made it a lot harder. It also makes Sue a little bit less good because it lessens his options for killing things, and it's just kind of awkward all around. So turn 2 and 3 was basically a little more of an advance, and that's when the skirmish started. Sue got a couple shots off on the large SPA. The large SPA moved up and gave Mei Feng a opening to Railwalker up, and she got the Terminus trigger, was able to kill off Sue with it, but she was unable to kill off aMcMourning. She tossed a couple of attacks on him, but then found out she wasn't able to kill him, so she just Railwalkered back out again. I moved up the Bell along with Molly to keep her within the aura, and the Necrotic Machine I kept close by as well because I wanted to threaten the Philosophy of Uncertainty because I had the really, I think it was a 13 of crows in my hand. So that plus a Soulstone means pretty much any minion's going to die. So I decided to keep that option open to me, which, as it turned out, the Rail Golem moved up, and you're not going to see it in any more pictures because the the necrotic machine, walked up, tossed down the 13, Soulstone hit like a 25, and easily killed off the Rail Golem. Although the Rail Golem actually did use its Burning Heart, and I think actually it tied my duel total. I think I flipped a 5 for my Soulstone, so that left me with what, 18, 22? And yeah, Chris was only able to get to a 22 with his cards, so very, very close. And if he had if he had passed that, I would have been in deep trouble. But the Metal Gammon has just kind of got in the way. I don't like him as much as Chris does. Chris swears by him. I know lots of people on the board swear by them, but every game we played so far, the Metal Gammon just really haven't done much. With aMcMourning, especially, I was able to just ignore them, go after the other things. I took out the Gunsmith there. And I was actually having a reasonably hard time getting body part counters. Just to have them, I mean, I didn't have the cards to summon anyway, but I wanted to have some for when aMcMourning turned into his avatar. I just couldn't get any. I scalpel slinging onto the large Steampunk Arachnid, and then Red Jokered and killed it. So that meant I couldn't dissect it like I was planning on. I kept on whiffing when I was attacking the the Emberling, which meant I couldn't kill that off, and I didn't want to go after Mei Feng right away. So it was just really awkward. So the reason I took Molly in this crew, Molly is not great normally, I feel, but with aMcMourning, she can be incredibly deadly. If you're able to get off the not the Shocking Truth, I think Terrible Secret, whatever, I can remember the name for stuff, but if you're able to get off her spell that debuffs a master, and you get that on a master, it's going to be game over. The master's going to be on minus defense flips, especially with aMcMourning sitting there, he's just going to be able to cut them up easily, and that's really what ended up happening. We ended up calling the game on turn, I think, 5, because Chris was down to Mei Feng and 2 Metal Gammon, and the Mei Feng had Rancid Transplant on her, and Molly was able to Shocking Truth her and very easily get the Severe to do Paralyzed. So you see here, I was able to manifest the Avatar finally. It took a long time to get there because I couldn't get the body parts for for his manifest requirements, but I ended up pulling it out eventually, and we ended up calling the game on turn 5. I got 2 points for my killed Protege because I killed off his Rogue Golem. I got 2 because the spell kills, it doesn't sacrifice. 2 points for that one's a keeper, and then 4 points for the Contained Power because aMcMourning was going to kill off the Master. Chris got 1 for his hidden holdout, but nothing on his Sabotage. So it's a really good game. I hope you can see why I chose the crew I did, and I hope you guys enjoyed the game, and I'll see you next time.